Yeah, I'm back again. Just a little quickie prophetic message, you know. All caught up, you're all caught up. Yeah. Wow, what have I got to say today? Um, I had a nice day actually. I had a nice little walk on the green. Did a nice little video. Had the odd little spies on, but hey, same old, didn't it? But I really wanted to just say this a prophetic message. Don't be scared, because that's what the enemy wants, to you to be in fear. So you stay stagnant, you stay in that energy of cognitive dissortation. That's not going to work because you can't act like, oh, if I ignore it or pretend like it doesn't exist, it's not going to affect me. It is. Unfortunately, it is. Um, some people will say, oh, I don't know how to. You don't have to be religious to believe in God. I thought the same thing when I first started this journey. I thought, oh, I have to. I've tried Muslim, Christianity, and it wasn't that I didn't like those religions. It was the establishments itself that was the problem, you know? Just from the energy I felt from those establishments, I knew there was something going on behind closed doors, so to speak, which is obvious. It's obvious. And not only that, the place where I grew up, because I used to go church, not all the time, um, mainly weekends. They used to do like a little weekend. I don't know what I can't remember what exactly words they called it, but I remember there was one in Eastern, and I can't remember the name of it. I don't know, Eastern Church, and I had blue doors, and that was one of the places where I didn't have good memories from. And there's also another one I think is on Bridgestock Road, and there's also one on the end of City Road. Not good. They're not good. Put it that way. Um, and then yeah. So basically, that's the reason why, because obviously we know they use religion to control people, but going inside these churches, and it was God that told me Himself, so yeah, I can say that they're just undercover occultists, and they use the church to siphon money and energy from people. They even put people under spells, man. Yeah, they've done it all. They've done it all. Make sure I got my little protection around me. Too powerful anyway, so I'm good. But yeah, uh, and basically I think I went out on a day trip somewhere, and it was really weird. This is um before I had all the information, you know, and I know now that this person, obviously, when you're being tracked, yes, they send people to you. So these people approached me, and it's really funny how they were just there at the right time, oddly enough. So, because I thought nothing of it at first, and then we got talking, and then they'd asked me a question, and I just answered them so blatantly honest, but they tried to act like, oh, they've never heard that before, they don't know about that kind of stuff. And I just knew, my English, I'm not stupid. Although some of these little karmics think that us Starseeds are stupid and gullible, we're not. Yeah? We are spiritual warriors. Okay? So basically, she'd invited me, and it's like, when I think back to it now, it's literally like around about August of last year, and the devil is so cunning and tricky and slippery. Do you understand me? Because you see with adults, yeah, because people, society, even though it is right, don't get me wrong, we view like children and teenagers as innocent. They are to a certain extent, because obviously they could be willingly doing it. Do you know what I mean? Or they could be being used. Do you understand? But what I got from these individuals, they were sent to me. They were trying to style it out, and they were trying to be also nice, also polite, and they wanted me to come to their church. And they tried to dress it up like, oh, we're having like a fun day. And I asked where the church was. And she said, where's Beyond Trim? I was like, oh, okay. I said, there's certain places I'd rather not be around, to be quite honest, depending on where it is. And then she said, oh, I don't think she had any flowers on her at the time. So I gave her my details, my information, and she said she'll send it to me via social media. So we parted ways. So I got the message, but I just went with my day anyway, because I wasn't out there for that. I was out there to enjoy a nice day out. So, like I said, and I looked at the flyer, and what caught me was two things, actually. Because first of all, first of all, let's track back here. First of all, she said, oh, it's a new, they got a new church, basically. So cool. So when she said, where's Bon Chim? Because I wasn't aware of any churches up that area. I've not really been at that area, so I thought nothing of it, yeah? From what's in the areas that I'm aware of, then I was good. Not saying I was gonna go, but I said I'd think about it. I never gave her an outright answer. I said I think about it. Do you know what I mean? So boom. I think I only looked at it whilst I was coming back home, because obviously you're traveled outside of the town where I live. So I thought, oh, no, that was it. She texted me again whilst I was traveling to go back home. And so my phone buzzed. So I looked at my phone, and she was like, oh, did I look at the flyer that she sent to me? And I hadn't, obviously, because, like I said, I didn't go out of my town to go to another town for a day out. Do you know what I mean? To be looking at church leaflets, no. So I just left it till I thought when I'm traveling back, because when you're traveling, whether it be car, train, or coach, there's certain areas where you get no signal. So I thought when that goes out, I look at the text message. That's what I did. So boom. So two things I noticed. One of the things was the name of the church sounded no, that was it. The name of the church was totally different, but they put like a collaboration. So basically they're having like service where they're having like the young adults, teenagers, and the adults together. And it wasn't until I saw the color, I thought, hold on a minute. Because I watched Revelations of Jesus Christ. Don't play with me. Yes, I do. Okay? I'm not stupid. You need to watch that. They're good. So anyway, and I remember, and it just struck me. I thought, hold on a minute. Because this guy actually warned about seeing the signs when it's a satanic church, basically, yeah. Blue and yellow. And it's been all over the social media, it's been all over the TV, so it ain't nothing new, do you know what I mean? from I seen that, I thought, oh, obviously alarm bells is going off in it, and my ears are ringing. I already knew anyway. I already knew. Do you know what I mean? Just from how they was moving, you just know. Other than people that pay for the gifts from the dark side, it's not the same. It ain't the same. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you straight to your face, it ain't the same. So boom. And it's like straight away, as I looked at that, I just knew. Because what I'd already seen. Do you know what I mean? I'm not stupid. So basically I just said to her, I think she texted me again on the Saturday. And I said, I'm not sure about that actually. I think I might have other arrangements. But I didn't. I just said that. And it's like from that, she's like, oh, how are you? I don't know how you're doing, blah, blah, blah. Like she's trying to act like we're friends. It's like, look, I don't know you. It's like, they might think we're naive, but take that up with the Most High. Okay? So anyway, she just started constantly texting me. And I thought to myself, you're trying to enlist people, but you're going way out of your jurisdiction to do this. And I thought to myself, but there's tons of people down there anyway, so what's the problem? They want divine people to siphon from. That's what the problem is. They know who we are. They've always known who we are. They just want to act like they don't know about things like that. They're lying to you. Yes, they're lying to you. So anyway, she's texting like we're friends. Like, oh, she would text me in the morning, text me in the afternoon, and then text me again around about mid-evening, I'd say. And I didn't respond. But then come the next morning, she rang, and I just told her shit off the bat. Like, I'm sorry, I have to decline. And she was like, oh, do you want to speak to the pastor? Like, he said he's really want to meet you and blah, 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 blah. Like, are you sure? Is it because you can't travel and da, 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 da? I was like, no. And I just didn't say, I don't have to explain myself to anybody. Do you know what I mean? God gave us all free will. So I said no. Boom. And then she might have texted oddly, I think, on the Monday. She said, oh, there was something going on a Wednesday. And this is like a week later, I think. A week later, possibly. And then she goes, oh, that was it. Yeah, she goes, yeah, we're having, like, what was it? That is a ladies only service. Like, women's only service? It's a bit weird, isn't it? Now I know why. You elders, you really ain't that smart. Remember, I know my bloodline. Exactly. And my nan done told me things from a young age that I've never forgotten. Do you understand? Now I know for a fact. My grandmother was spot on, you know? So basically, she rings me because she said, oh, it's like a women's only thing. But then she goes, oh, it's not at the same place if distance was a problem. It was like kind of like a long message. So I'm reading this message now. I think it's what I did like, that was so, you think he's so smart, but he really ain't that smart. They think they want to catch people because what's going on the road, everybody's looking for some type of console, so to speak, you know, to make themselves feel better about what's going on in the world kind of thing. So they use that as a prime time to try and rope people in so they can siphon off of these people as well as get their money. Probably even put, attach things to them, do you know what I mean? To bank off of these people. I ain't stupid. So boom. And then I seen underneath at the bottom of the text message, she put the address of the church where it's going to be held for the women only night. You ready for it? The same said church that I done expose on my channel last year, July. This is about a month before I even seen this girl. Do you understand me? A month before I even seen this girl, I exposed the churches purely because one of the churches I used to go to as a child. And I know for a fact because I seen things that I should not have seen. And when I told my mum, she started to act like, oh, you didn't see that you was imagining things. What? Are you serious? My sister, she saw it too. So, hello? Okay, then. And it was the same said church. I won't really say where it is. But we know. And we know that you know that we know. Yes. So not only did she, when I saw the flyer, the picture of the flyer, I just knew. And I didn't say anything. I kept it to myself. I kept stum. So what you don't do, when you catch people out in their bullshit and their lies and their scandal, why are you going to tell them how you know? No, you don't do that. You play the game with the idiots. When all along, we already knew. Do you understand? So from that, and that's why I changed my phone number. That's why I changed my phone number. Because then, funny enough, then, it's like every time I took, I was probably like, it might be going to the same town that I was going to visit, little seaside town. Don't need to say where, because that's irrelevant. But then, every time I was going to this particular seaside town for a little day out, visiting different spots, why was I seeing the same young adult individuals round about the same area where I seen them the last time? And I kind of had a funny feeling before I bust the corner. But lucky for me, they had their backs turned. So I saw all three of them. So instead of me turning right, I just kind of going straight. Do you understand? I went on the whole outside of the block. So no, we're not naive. Yes, our hearts are pure. That's a fact. Yes, we are very powerful. That's a fact. Our gifts came from God. That's a fact. They can't be stolen. That's a fact. So for those low vibrational soul sellers that chose to sell their soul basically, how could you, in fact, let me ask them something. You can't sell your soul because your soul doesn't even belong to you anyway. It doesn't belong to you. It belongs to God anyway. Make that make sense? Yes. So from that, find somewhere else to go, isn't it? I mean, England's a big, big, big place. Do you understand? Just move accordingly. And that's exactly what I did. So yeah, you don't have to go to church. From God didn't tell you that because he warned you about shit like that. I'm not saying all churches, because there are some decent churches that are not actually like that. I've been to one that was, I didn't get no funny vibes, so yeah. And that's where I used to live. And I went up there a few times. It was cool. Like, we never had no issues. But yeah, that's the kind of things you got to be mindful for. Because the enemy's very slippery. You know? You think so because we as adults will look on the younger generation or even children as innocent. You could be to, excuse me, to a certain degree. Oh my gosh. But half and half, I would say. I think I would say half and half, yeah? Do you know what I mean? And that's how you act out of the spirit of discernment. Mm, upgrade. Yeah, man, upgrade. So, yeah. Mm. So, now I've been given the green light. Yeah, I've been given the green light. So, watch this space. Mhm. Yeah, just sit alone, call out to God. Get a Bible. That'd be the first thing I would suggest you doing it. Do you know what I mean? Read the Bible. I think is it Psalms 20, 23, Psalms 91, and Psalms 35 to about 42. Yeah, it's powerful stuff, man. And that's all you really need. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, you know about spiritual cleanse, which I'm not going to divulge. No. Because we know you're watching, peasants. But yeah, even my own comment family's doing the same shits as well. I know that I'm subscribing to my channel on fake accounts. It's like, at this point, it's like getting really boring, you know? And whilst they're too busy focused on us, you don't know what's round the corner. Something big is about to happen. Let me tell you. Something big is about to happen. Majorly. Major. Yeah, I'm talking major, major. And it's going to have a very profound effect on a lot of people. And that's very unfortunate. But again, I will reiterate and say, you have your own free will. And nobody has the right to try and force your will either. Class speaking spiritual laws. Yeah. So all that trying to astral project, doing divination on people, trying to use bits of clothing that you've stolen from people and I swear that clothing must be about like 4 years old. Wearing people's clothes is it's dead in the water. Because once you go through a death and a rebirth, dum-dums, you elevate. So that what you're trying to use to attack people has no power. Because I've already outgrown it. I've transcended already. So, you know? But if I can do it, you can all do it. Yeah, so we all know about what they do, the slander, revenge porn, I know about that. And don't worry, there will be a very big prosecution come out of this at the end of this, I guarantee. You know, defamation of character is a prosecutionable offence, and I will be pressing charges on everyone involved. I will. I sure will. But hey, all your hate did was make me elevate. So, thank you. Thank you. I love it. Can I get a whoop whoop? I know you do. Even that negative energy you're trying to send out. Do you know what transmutation is? I know I didn't finish school, but guess what? Considering these people think that we're so dumb and we're so stupid, you're not really the sharpest pencil in the box, are you? No. Unfortunately. Because the fact that you have to get a community of people to attack one person, that says more about you and everything about who I am. Mm. And I'm quite sure your little colorism comments mean nothing. Because I love my black skin. I love my culture. I love my bloodline. I love my heritage. I love everything about who I am. And I embrace it. Because God designed all of us perfect in his own eyes. Now, I understand we all got our own hang-ups about, I don't know, body issues or how we look or things like that. That's when you can change. You can't change a dead soul, can you? You can't change a black heart. Yeah. That's about as real as it is. That is about as real as it is. And so, I already had my confirmation already, so I'm good. But if you guys are looking for confirmation, you got to do your own work, sorry. Ain't no handouts over here, no freebies over here, sorry. Yeah. And that's how that's going to stay. So if you're hoping to get a little snippet of info, nah, you're not. Because we know you've been attacking me and other people for like God knows how long. You think we don't know that it's you? We do. I'm just waiting for this big grand finale, this big explosion that God's got planned. I can't wait. I cannot wait. So I'm hoping, for the most part, anybody that's, doesn't matter what you're going through in life. It doesn't matter, well, it does. So depending on what you've done, I can't really speak on it because you have to set it up with God. I can't really say, oh, well, if you do this, he's not gonna, do you know what I mean? He's not gonna stand a chance. I can't say that personally. You have to ask and find out, basically. But for some of you, you're done. You're done. Do you know what I mean? And life is good. But that's all I want to really say. So I'm gonna get back to my lovely afternoon. I had a good day. I always have a good day. I mean, who doesn't want to wake up happy to see the sun come up? Who doesn't? Didn't they say misery loves company? You see, when you're miserable and you're down and you're depressed, look at the people around you. Because I can guarantee you 100%, I will put that on the most high, yeah? Like the same people that you think are for you, they're the ones doing it to you. And me, I'm the one that's going to be setting the example. Thank you, Most High. Thank you. Yeah, so just be grateful. I mean, I'm not rich. I don't have a luxury goods, but I'm a minimalist. I live within my means. And that's why a lot of you people are suffering the way you're suffering purely because of the state of your heart. And that's because you choose to be like that. You choose to stay in that vibration. No one forces you to do anything. You like being like that. And to me, that's weak. That's the weakest thing I ever seen in my days, in my life, in fact. And I can't respect anybody like that. No way. And I'm going to say again, I did the work. I did the work multiple times. And guess what? I'm still here. Going strong. Happy, healthy, loved, abundant. Come on. What more do you need? Ooh, waiting to hear about my love life. None of your business. Okay. So, keep paying people to spy. I think you should, excuse me, spiritual burp. Maybe you're going to take that money and put it towards bettering yourself, changing your perspective. If you can. If you can. You know? Even the karmics. It's not even disappointing. Because at this point, it is what it is, isn't it? Psh, it is what it is, boy. It is what it is. So why am I going to sweat it? Come on now. That's so funny. But yeah. And then you heal in it. But I know there's a lot of us out in society that are damaged from our childhood traumas. You know? I didn't know what. I didn't think it was I wouldn't have thought it would have been a childhood trauma. I was just obviously blaming how I was treated growing up. Do you know what I mean? That's what hurt me. That's what made me angry. You know? Because obviously my memories was taken away from me. But once I started to get them back, it wasn't nice. And that's how these people keep certain people down. Energy, right? Because they throw that same trauma at you time and time again. Do you understand? In order to do what they want to do. That's finished. That is done. It blew up in their face already. Like the full moon death smell you done. So that recall must have, ooh, I could imagine. So I returned it back. I got in there beforehand. I'm not stupid. We're not stupid. But for the most part, it's about rest and rejuvenate. Reevaluate and then proceed forward. But for you people, the people that chose to wage war, especially on me, stupidly, and for a lot of you, it's evident you're a bunch of pathological, habitual liars. Habitual liars. And that is, especially when you've got children, I think that's disgusting. Because children emulate what they see their parents doing. So that's disgusting. And I think you should be ashamed of yourselves. I mean, I know you're not, but you should. You should be. Because I'm not saying I would, but I wouldn't do that anyway. To even have that energy on me, you know? Unlike some, I never sell myself. Ever. And what you guys sold your soul for was quite cheap, in fact. I mean, because what have we really got to show for it now? And you're bitter, you're upset, and you're angry that your plans failed. Well, what did you expect? What did you expect? Did you think you could continue on pretending to be somebody that you're not? Or is it because you got my comment family involved why you thought you was going to be so fortunate? So yeah. Why would we offer you any grace? Are you crazy? Like you think we don't know You are the same entities that laughed at our pain, man. Yeah. Yes, you did, didn't you? You found it funny. It was a big celebrations. God mapped it like that for a reason. Yes, he did, for a reason. I won't tell you the reason, but you're supposed to know the reason. If you're as smart as you say you are. Hmm? Master manipulators, incubus, succubus spirits, warlocks, Jezebels, voodoo priests. Still poking that pin in the doll's eye, are you? With some old hair that you ripped out my head like 4 years ago. Because guess what? I see good. And I sleep good. And I look fabulous. I look fabulous. So yeah. Let the dates begin. So yeah. Just do your research. And for the most part, keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself. Especially, and this is really important, especially anything, everybody has their own personal relationship with God. Yeah, he gives us all the same love. I get that. But everybody has different destinies. Do you understand? So whatever you discuss, whatever the Most High tells you, that's private. Yeah, I made a little mistake. I did. I did. I did. And I knew straight away, and I got told off, and I was like, oh. It wasn't that, because I was just want to get the information out there, really. Just want to share the information. So yeah, my bad on that one, you know. And God's forgiven, so he understood, you know. So that's not a mistake I'm looking to make. Well, I'm not gonna make it again. It's not about me looking to make it again. It ain't gonna happen, because I'm aware of it now. If you're not aware of it, obviously that's different. But God knows, you can't lie and act like, oh, I wasn't aware of it. Because everything you think that's not being seen, listen, they saw your faults, dum dum. Do you know what I mean? They saw your faults. So this makes you're aware. My ancestors are literally going to annihilate a lot of bloodlines. And you can't really complain, you can't really be angry, probably because you brought it on yourself. You continue to persist and persist and persist. You don't want to listen. So you've wasted all this time, and what did you gain? Nothing but lifetimes of karma. And a lot of endings that you can't come, that you're not being, you won't be able to come back from. I know that for a fact. I think the majority of people, to me, do you know what? This is my opinion. Because I would never tell God what to do. I would never tell God what to do. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I'll argue with him, like, I'll argue my point. You're damn right. Because I will be heard. So if I feel that that's right in my heart, you're damn right I'm going to argue that point across. And that's exactly what I did, you know? But God is the overall ruler and decision maker. And he has the final say, point blank, period. Do you understand? But I did make a little tiny mistake. I did. And when he told me off, oh, it wasn't nice. Yeah, it literally, like, I fought it from my whole body, like, yeah. But he understood, like, do you know what I mean? But he had to make me know, like, yeah. But obviously, because I was new, you know. So now there would be no excuse, do you know what I mean? People have said that you had that one where you can say, yeah, that was an accident, do you know what I mean? He'll allow you certain things, you know? But you choose to know better. That's the difference, you know what I mean? But I didn't know, so yeah. So yeah. So I'm grateful for that. Always wake up with gratitude. Don't be bitter. I don't understand. Why would people want to hate on other people out of jealousy and envy? Like, that's just a waste of energy. 'Cause I swear to God, if you turn that energy into something positive, you would not be in the position that you are in now. But for most of you, you like that type of stuff. And that's fine, innit? Do you know what I mean? Each to their own. I don't judge people. Even though I've been judged all my life. And you people are the same entities that are still trying to judge me. Like I'm the no mark or I'm the criminal. Hold on a minute. I'm a whole hierophant out in there. Yes, I am. I own who I am. I don't make out like I'm something that I'm not. But that's what a lot of people do. And I don't, not that I never would get that, but each their own in it, like I said. I'm not here to discuss into the whys and the do's and the don'ts. I really don't care, to be honest. And it's not my burden to carry, so why would I carry it? No. But one thing, well, for the most part, us collectives, we're all clear on where our loyalties lie and the fact that we're obedient. Can any of you say the same? Honestly, can any of you say the same? I get more joy out of it knowing I did it the right way. Do you understand? And I took that hard road. I took that road most less traveled, you know? And I didn't know what to expect, to be quite honest. It was nothing what I thought it was going to be. First off, absolutely. It was nothing what I thought it was going to be. Yeah? Was nothing what I thought it would have been like. Honestly, it's harsh. I'm not gonna lie. It's harsh. But you just plow through in it. Do you know what I mean? And the thing about it is God's with you every step of the way. Like, do you know what I mean? If you need a minute to be like consoled or just reassured, he's there. Or even if he's not there, your answers will be there or your spirit will be there. Either way, someone will be there. You know? But it's up to you to be grounded enough to see the signs and hear the messages, basically. In amongst the spiritual warfare going on. Yeah, that's another one, isn't it? Spiritual warfare. And I even said to someone today, I mentioned the word spiritual warfare. Do you know what they said to me? They asked me if I was talking about, if I meant about the war that's going on in those countries. I was like, no. And then I thought to myself, how am I going to explain this now? So I had to kind of go back to like nursery school basics to try and explain it to this person. Because obviously, if you have no knowledge of it at all, you're going to think I'm talking another language. And I get that. Because when I first heard this, I was thinking to myself, what the F-U-C-K? And I wasn't hearing it. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't hearing it. I was like, nah, you're talking shit. So I mean, I know there's a little bit into like things like ghosts and stuff like that, but yeah, to this extent. But then my mind was on a different wavelength. Do you know if that makes any sense? And then once you change that wavelength that your mind is on, you obviously your perception changes, but you absorb things differently. If that makes any sense. Whereas if this would have been 5 years ago, 5, 6 years ago, I probably wouldn't even have entertained it at all. It would have just went, I would like just go over my head, like you're just talking shit, and I would have just blocked out and just gone about my business, and just got on and done what I was doing. Do you know what I mean? So in that incorporation, in that, that's how I understand, or I've gotten to understand spiritual birth about divine timing. So I really thought divine timing meant like at a certain time, like I don't know, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, morning, AM, PM. I did. Do you know what I mean? I know that just sounds mad, innit? But like I said, because I was just coming out of a really bad traumatic experience, and I just moved, I was kind of like just finding my feet. So when this came, it hit me like a steamroller. Yeah, it hit me like a steamroller, literally. And I remember, I think I meditated, and I saw my granddad's face, and that was it. That was it. And he looked exactly the same. Yeah, that same brown hand, like a brown woody kind of walking to like a black piece of rubber on the edge. A bit bent, obviously where it's been like from the pressure. That same weird hat he used to wear with the like the checkers on it. I think it was like a funny, I don't know, grey brown colour with like grey stripes on it. Yeah, that was it. It was curtains. It was, yeah. And from that, I haven't looked back. I haven't looked back. And from then, it's just been about learning things that I needed to learn for my journey, basically. And then I started to remember things that I thought, well, how did I remember this when I don't remember the knowledge of it? I did at the time. Spell work. Yeah. Mind manipulation, energy manipulation. So I've learned a lot in that short space of time. And it's been awesome. It's not that. I think what pissed me off the most is the fact that everybody that's oblivious, and I went to the right places to speak to the right people, come to find out, and I had it, do you know what? I just had this funny inkling, and it was just confirmed I was spot on. I knew it. For the most part, it's a lot bigger than we think. And I'm telling you now, it's about to go down. Big time. But I'm still excited though. Still excited though. Still excited. Even though it's only been... I went to burp then. Even though it's only been like, what, 9 months? It literally feels like 2 years. Let me drink some water, actually. It literally feels like a couple of years. And then I even thought, I'm not gonna lie, in the beginning part, it kind of did feel kind of like stressful, but I think that was probably because um even though I know my ancestors was blocking the more serious spell work and black magic, it was only like the minor ones that was affecting me, so I had to learn how to counter it. And I didn't at first. I just wanted to scrap. I just thought, fuck it, let's just have a go in it, like. Until God sat me down again. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he sat me down swiftly. I remember my child. And I just thought, you just have to just take it, innit? You can't really argue back, can you? I mean, he was right though. That's the thing. He was right. Do you know what I mean? And he has not let me down yet. So considering a lot of you think that he doesn't exist or he's not real, how comes you're calling out to him now then? How comes now you want to believe? Exactly. But yeah. So I don't know what I do know, but that's not my business to speak on. But I'm listening to do what I'm supposed to do. And that's it really. Nothing more, nothing less, you know? And it's just amazing to be a part of it. Truly amazing to be to be a part of it. Honored, actually, honored. Honored to be chosen. So I shade to my ancestors. It's an honor. I mean, it's not like we don't all get the call in. We all did. Is that certain people chose not to answer the calling, or some did the part work, got the gifts, and then switched teams. And even on that one, I won't judge. I could have an opinion, but I don't want to waste my breath. I want to talk about something more meaningful and constructive than negative entities like that. But they need to be exposed, and they are being exposed, and there's nothing they can do to stop it. All the delays, slowing down, confusion, illusions has been obliterated. Even though they're still trying to project, you just remind yourself. You know the energy that you sit in? So if you feel some funky energy, you know that's not your energy. You send it back. It's a projection. It's not my energy. That's their energy, not mine. Send it back. Send that shit right back. Job done, you know? Or just ask God. And he'll let you know. Oh, trust me, he will let you know. He'll only tell you what you need to know, not what you want to know. And at first I didn't like that. No, I didn't like that. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't like that. Yeah. I was arguing my point, arguing my case. I was not having it. But then he gave me the answers I was seeking, so why would I not be eternally grateful? Are you crazy? Why would I not? Why would I not put God before I put anything in life? Why would I not do that? I've done it. It's called obedience. Not forcing someone's will or doing spell work. Yeah? or beating someone into submission. Okay? You have to willingly submit to the Lord. So no, you don't have to go to church or be religious. Yeah, that's judgment. You understand? So I can guarantee you, you same low vibrational entities in your little churches. You're looking down on us like we're beneath you. But we're closer to God than you are. Half of you are faking being close to God. Like, what? What, you think that was really going to fly? You've had more than ample time. That's the thing, because God's really done said you've had more than ample time. Touch not thou my anointed, do my prophets no harm. And did you listen? No. So yeah. Let the games begin. Still here then. The karmics are still karmicking. Still trying to project their evil eye. How's the evil eye you trying to evil eye me with? Can you see it popping out a bit? Yeah? No? Maybe? So yeah, that's it really. That is it. That is it. Yeah, just be thankful every day. Thankful, grateful. Thankful and grateful. And it's got to be honest, because God's not stupid. He ain't stupid. You can't black God. Even though we know them little demons, they tried. They tried to black God. And you know what he did? He allowed them he allowed them to believe that, yeah, he was being fooled. He didn't see anything. Do you think, like, the devil's greasy? Oh no, and God's really, God can be petty. Don't get that twisted. And he can also be brutal too. Okay? Because the way he ripped that rug out from underneath those karmics, ooh, baby. I don't want to feel that wrath. No, thank you. Okay? No. No. I will still choose God. And that's why I'm protected. Highly protected. I've had more protection from God and my spirit team than I've done from anybody, including family, my whole life. Who do you think I'm going to listen to? Oh, and we know about you trying to block me from the divine and my ancestors. That was real stupid. That was really stupid, because you got my ancestors livid. Livid. I'm telling you. And you're about to see just how monstrous my ancestors are. Oh, and the Haitian ones. I know about the Haitian shit the Haitian days you tried to sell me. I have Haitian ancestors too. I mean, come on, we're all from Africa anyway. That's all where we all started from. So I know you sat there Why you sat there behind your little screen spying on me, cursing my name? That fucking bitch. That fucking bitch. You're not hurting me one bit, you're hurting yourself. And like you said, innit? You're not gonna stop. You're gonna die trying. And the universe and the Most High is going to give you exactly what you've asked for. So be mindful about what you put out. Because everything has a boomerang effect. And it's not nice. It ain't nice. Because I see... Ooh. Well, I see... I was out of there. And you didn't even have to tell me twice. Before the word that he said was even finished, I was out of there. That's how quick I moved. I was out of there. Oh, no. Yeah, there's a lot coming out. A lot. Even the stuff that they don't want known, it's out. And let's just say, yeah, I wouldn't want to be some people, a lot of people, in fact, or suffering from the same illness. Let's just say that. You catch my drift? And I have no comment on that either. So I'm just up at the minute now. What I'm doing, I'm just observing. I'm resting and observing. Okay? So have a good day. Toodles, karmics. Until the most me rise. Peace.